Hello, hello, and welcome. Welcome to another live conversation. If this is your first time here, welcome, welcome. If you're a returning viewer, subscriber, listener, welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. How is everyone doing this evening? Let me know in the chat and let me know if you're hearing me loud and clear. I am joined for this conversation. I am joined by Rurian. Rurian, how are you doing this evening?
I'm not doing too badly. I'm a bit tired, but interested in the discussion that we are about to have. And I guess I could say I'm tired of waiting on the results as well. I'm sure that sentiment will be shared by many persons who are listening on. How are you doing?
I'm doing fairly okay, doing fairly okay. And Denise, welcome, welcome. Hello to you, Denise. Yes, guys, comment. And let's start running the chat. I am the subscriber lady, and Rurian is, do it for the likes. So we'll be taking likes and subscriptions this evening for sure. So welcome, welcome. So in the context of this, conversation, we want to talk about the final count results. We have some available for you, and we're going to talk about Warmington and Meadows. We were talking about them last evening, kind of them political badness. And we got some results regarding Warmington and Meadows today, which is good, but we still want to see more. More can be done in some context. So would love to hear from you again. We want to hear your voice. So soon you'll see the WhatsApp number that you should phone in to share. And, welcome, welcome. And I am seeing Denise there in the chat saying, I share Rurian's sentiment. I am tired of waiting. Really tired. Really tired. This is too long. I mean, we got some final counts, but we want the final result. And a lot of persons, I am sure you just can't wait. What is taking them so long? So let us just keep, hitting the like button, the share button, and the subscription button to get the number, going here so we can get into the conversation for sure. Right? Let us see how fast we can get this number up so we can get the conversation up and running as well. All right. So for starters, I see that we have 18 persons there. So let me start off with 5 subscriptions. So 5 subscription, please. And I want to take it this evening. All right. So just 5. So hit the subscription button, close the chat so that X that you're seeing, just tap that X and touch that thumbs up button. So 18 of us here, let's go. 18 likes, we can do it, we can do it. So just do that and let's get that out of the way very early so we can just, keep focused on this conversation. So come on, guys, hit the like button, the share button, and let us know where you're tuned in from. Soji, welcome, welcome. And Soji, you can see Soji membership badge right there. Welcome, welcome. And guys, yes, you can join, you can send a super sticker, super, chat, whatever. But the easiest ways is to like, subscribe, share, and let's keep the conversation going. All right. So let us know where you're tuning from. Good. We're at 26 and counting. Let's keep it going, guys. Hurry up and come. I have some results to share with you. Hurry up and come. And of course, we're going to talk about these two, gentlemen that we're seeing here on screen. Warmington and Meadows. Can I tell you? All right. Let's keep it going. In the meantime, let me know where you're tuning from. Jamaica, are you here? How about USA, Canada, Guyana, Bonaire? What is normally here? Trinidad, UK. Are you here? Let me know where you're tuned in from. That would be wonderful. And let's keep going. Let's keep going. All right. So, guys, we can do better with the likes. Did I get the 5 subscribers that I asked for just now? I'm just checking here. Come on, guys. Haven't got not even one. So I'm taking it that everyone here right now is a subscriber. So let's keep going. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Tell a friend to tell another friend to come on over right now. So let's keep going. Let's keep going. So
So
Rurian,
Natasha
I
Lee,
guess.
just to cut in a bit here, just to let the viewers and listeners know that, each time we're here broadcasting, each time we're going live here or a video is posted, you can like it. So just your best to like it each time you're on. And, the easiest way is to just get it out of the way early so you can keep abreast of what is happening in the chat instead of having to close while things have, nice up or sweet up, and then you might miss out on a little bit of stuff. So as soon as you come in, just hit the like button. And, that's something you can do each time you're here with us. Because, as I say, we appreciate you as a family member. And if you're new, then you have two or three things to do: like, subscribe, and turn on that notification that can know when we're going live. And the other thing, if you want a special Voices in Education big up, whenever you have done all of those, put it in the chat and we'll make sure that it is heard. All right. Thank you.
Wonderful for sure, Ryan. All right, definitely. Let's just do the do and get things out of the way. Anne Marie Brown, I see you there in the chat. Good evening to you. And Jamaica, Jamaica is in the house. Canada, are you here? Arctic Fire, I'm gonna call you out. LLC, who else is here? All right, let's keep going. Let's keep going. I know that we have some silent supporters here. And Rurian, at what number do you want us to start? 50? 50 is a good place to start. Let's keep going, guys. Just hit the share button. Help a friend
Well,
who does not
you
have their
know,
post notification turned on. Yes, Rurian.
yeah, I'm looking at the likes and I'm seeing like about 40 persons on. Let me just double check. Like I'm seeing, yeah, 40 persons on and we don't have 10 likes yet. That's less than the amount of persons who turned out to vote for the elections. So, guys, as I said, it's a easy way to support us. It's an easy way to just help us to keep us going. So, as we were saying before, everything start nice up and people start calling and so on. Just hit the thumbs up button. As Natasha Lee always say, hit that X, close the chat for a little bit, and then hit the thumbs up button. It's let's at least have 50% of the persons liking what we're doing here. If you like what we're doing, man, just like it.
Just
So if
like
you
it.
like it, please.
Yeah,
So
for sure,
we're
for
not
sure.
even into double figures with the likes yet. So let us do a little bit better. It won't take more than a second or two. I don't think it'll take 2 seconds to do it. Click on that X close, hit that thumbs up button, and then hit back on the chat, and that's it. It's all done. We're up to 50 now. We're up to 9 likes. I don't know if you haven't gotten any subscription yet, not actually. But if you're new here,
Just two
just
from the
subscribe.
five that I just asked for. So
Okay,
I
all right.
have
So
like three
you're
going.
doing
So
you're doing pretty well, man. That is
almost.
40% of what you asked for. So you're doing well, and
So just
she's
two
beating
from the
me to
five.
it.
So
Right.
all right.
You're
So
beating
guys,
me to it. All right. Hear what?
I
We're
need to
in double
I need
figures with
to
the likes now. We're into double figures with the likes, and that's awesome. Thank you, guys. Thank you for supporting us, and I'm continuing. I'm going to continue to ask you to support us, and as I said, at minimum we can give it the video a like. There are other ways to support us, but that would be based on your discretion. So give us a like, a subscription, turn on the notification bell, and that's basic. That's good enough for us for the time being. And if your heart aids you to do anything else, we'd appreciate that as well. So keep the likes coming in. We're up to 65 not actually, and I am up to 10 likes. So 65 persons watching and 10 like that means 55 persons here still don't like up the video, the live yet. So we're waiting on you guys to touch that. All right, Natalie, let's check and find out if you have gotten any more subscribers.
one. So slowly but surely we're getting there. So keep hitting that subscription button. And Carlton is saying that he's in the UK there. Lamar, welcome. And Lamar is watching from Jamaica. So welcome, welcome. So what I want to do, I am going to, just change my slide here so that we can look at some election results because, we want that. So we're going to talk about Warmington and Meadows, a little later, but perhaps persons want to see the election results that we have so far based on, final counts. And the last update that I got is that the EOJ, they have about five more divisions to go. I believe. So we're going to go there so that you can see what is happening in the context of the results. Spring is a Spring Sprint King. JTV, welcome. And and shouting out from Barbados. So hello to all the people tuned in from Barbados. So I am taking it now, Sprint King TV, that you're going to ensure that the entire Barbados is there. Wonderful. So guys, hit the subscription button. I want to win this election this evening, all right? All right. So you should be seeing on your screen now. And guys, when we do a live, we do research and we do, some work so that we can share, information with you. So it's not that, I am designing these things in terms of getting information so you have it. And I want to break it down as best as possible so that you can also see what we're talking about. All right. I'm looking. Greetings from Tobago. So Tobago is in the ocean. Welcome. So I am taking it too that Tobago, all the people in Tobago is going to come, and Trinidad will come after as well. Sean, can I get some doubles? I like doubles. The chicken one, doubles, doubles. Can I get some doubles? So welcome, welcome, guys. Hit the like button, the share button, the subscription button. Remember, I am asking you for some subscribers. All right. So I made this table just for you to have, a visual of what is happening with the local government elections that were held on Monday in the context of some results after, a final count. All right, so you will notice with the parish, I color coded that. So wherever you see green, that's the Jamaica Labour Party taking that municipality for that particular parish. And where you see orange, it is the People's National Party taking that municipality for that particular parish. So welcome, welcome. And Sean is saying roast fish and breadfruit and crab and dumpling here in Tobago. Okay, I'll take some fish and breadfruit since you don't have the double, Sean. And Soju here is saying, okay, the video, like I did not say the video was from yesterday. Apparently it was done at some rally. That was clear. And what we know in the context of campaigning, I believe you cannot campaign, perhaps the last campaign has to be done like 24 hours before the election. So I knew based on what I saw that it could not have been, like yesterday or whenever, or very close to the election in terms of a day. So I am not too sure. I am not too sure in terms of a timestamp on the video, but it came to my attention yesterday. Sean, welcome, welcome. All right. So in the context of what we're seeing here, right? And you will notice that St. James, Kingston, and St. Andrew and Westmoreland, we are still waiting to get, the official, I guess, some final count there. So based on what, we have so far, St. Anne, let me see if I can get my pointer going here. All right. So based on what we have so far, right, Saint Anne. All right, we're seeing 11 divisions. All right, 11 divisions for the JLP and 5 for the PNP. All right, so that is what we're seeing so far for Saint Anne. All right, based on what we had, I'm just going back to check my notes here. We had sent on, for the JLP. So this is pretty much, relating to what we shared previously. Let's take a look at St. Mary now. So St. Mary was at one point, we got information that St. Mary was for the JLP, but right now St. Mary has gone back to the PNP, or let's say St. Mary's now with the PNP. Perhaps that's a better statement. All right, so St. Mary, JLP 6 divisions, and PNP 7. All right, so that's the status there, for St. Mary. Portland, I think we originally had this, yes, for the JLP. In the context of the divisions, 7 for the JLP and 2 for the PNP. All right, let me just check the chat here. And yes, many of us studied in Jamaica. All right, wonderful. Wonderful there. Sean, I just see that one. Welcome, guys. We can do better with the likes. Come on, man. We should be at 100 likes by now. And give me some subscriptions. All right. All right. So let's move on to St. Thomas. So St. Thomas was at one point, to me, a close one. So it is still with the JLP based on our last conversation, but it's a little bit wider now in terms of the count. So we're seeing 6 divisions for the JLP and 4 for the PNP. All right, so that's what we have for St. Thomas. St. Catherine, all right, was originally with the PNP, and that remains. So 19 divisions here for the JLP compared to 22 for the PNP. All right. Clarendon was one of those, parishes that, was tied. All right. But after, the counting, and that was by virtue, I believe, of the Annan Town division, then we got this result here. So 12 divisions for the Jamaica Labour Party and 10 for the People's National Party. Then let us go to Manchester, and this was originally with the PNP. So here, 3 divisions for the JLP compared to 12 for the People's National Party. All right. And we now go to St. Elizabeth, 9 divisions for the JLP and 6 for the People's National Party. And St. Elizabeth was originally with the Jamaica Labour Party. We moved to Anova. This one too, this parish was originally with the People's National Party. But just important to note, at one point, the JLP had 1 division, just one. But now, based on the count, there's nothing here for the Jamaica Labour Party. So, and we have 7 here for the People's National Party. All right, so in the context of Trelawney, this one too was originally with the Jamaica Labour Party, 6 divisions compared to 3 divisions for the People's National Party. So for St. James here, Kingston and St. Andrew and Westmoreland, we're waiting for the final counts, all right? But based on what we had before, St. James, right, was pretty much with the Jamaica Labour Party unofficially. Kingston and St. Andrew from the last information. So this is now Kingston and St. Andrew, they merge into one municipality. So the Kingston and St. Andrew Municipal Corporation. All right, so that was tied originally, and then after some counts, we were told that this one had gone to the People's National Party. So we're awaiting official, results from, the KCC. Westmoreland, I believe this one was based on what we had before, was with the PNP, not expecting it to change, but we're awaiting the official results. So, welcome, welcome. If you're just tuning in, welcome. So, this is what we have so far that we can share with you in the context of, some results after, some final counts. So, Rurian, I'm coming over to you to just get a sense of where you are right now in the context of these results.
Well, not actually. It's good to see that most of the parishes, the counts have been completed, and that's something that I'm happy for. Maybe not in a timely manner, but they have been completed, and I'm hoping that by tomorrow the other three parish councils will be decided. But this election has been so unpredictable with seats, with divisions and so swinging so easily because of I guess, I don't know, the efficiency. Let me use the word efficiency or the lack thereof in the counting. So you're never too sure with the information that is presented. So you just have to take it as it comes. You have to just play it by ear. So it's good to see that they have confirmed that a few of the divisions or the parish councils have been, completed. But as it relates to the likes, though, I don't think we're doing good enough with the likes. We haven't had 50 likes yet, and we have over 200 of us here. So please, we're asking you to just close the chat for a moment, hit that like button, and get back into the chat. Please show us some love, guys. Back over to you, Natasha.
Yes, and so this is what we have so far. So Ruren, by the looks of, based on this result here, let us see what are we getting. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 so far, based on for the Jamaica Labour Party, and then we have 1, 2, 3, 4 for the People's National Party. All right, so that is what we have so far, and I believe based on unofficial result, PNP should pick up those two more municipalities at minimum. I am thinking based on the result, based on what has been happening so far. So that should be about 6 and 7 there. All right. So again, a very close one, but we're not calling it. We're still waiting on the EOJ to let us know what is happening. Doreen, welcome. Good evening to you, Doreen. All right, guys, we can do better with the likes. Do better with the likes. So I am going to get the WhatsApp number in the chat and perhaps leave the results here a bit so that you can see. And in the context of call, please, we're asking you not to call. We don't bash here. We share in a respectful way so that we can maintain our safe space and also to ensure that, persons are not trying to come at us as a, community. So that is definitely important to us here. You know, with this space, you have a voice and we want to hear your voice. We understand that, we share different perspectives, different views, and that is totally okay. We share in a respectful way to ensure that we are maintaining our safe space and safe community. So I'm just going to get the WhatsApp number in the chat there.
Natasha Lee, while you're doing that, I'm going to take time out to big up Doreen Miller. She said she had just joined and she has also hit the like button. I hope you mean that when you join, you have subscribed, Doreen. I hope that's what you mean. But we totally appreciate you. Thank you for, hitting the like button. Thank you for being a member here. We totally love having you in our family.
I am wondering if it is the membership that she joined, but for sure we would see that popping up because that is also available too. But we appreciate your support, in whatever shape or form. We really appreciate your support. So I'm just getting the WhatsApp, number there, and it's in the chat now, and I'm going to try and pin it there so you guys can see that at the top of your chat. All right, real comes. Good night. And I'm not sure, are you referring to Dayton Campbell there? Real. Okay. So I am not too sure how that goes, but we'll wait to get, more official results. But thanks for sharing there. And Garmel Reed is asking about Mavis Bank division. I am not too sure, and I don't want to get out of this, screen right now. All right, to check, but I'll see how best I can perhaps check on that. But again, the system that I am using perhaps may not have been, updated. I doubt it's updated. So, and I don't want to share any wrong information or misinform you. Okay, I guess that's another way to look at it, real stuff. But we're looking at it in the context of, 13. All right. And this is it Tiari? Good evening and welcome. All right, welcome, welcome. All right, guys, we can do better with the lights. And remember, the WhatsApp number is now in the chat there. Would love to hear from you. So don't be afraid to give us a call. But let us keep it real, respectful. We're not bashing anyone and we're not calling out any party. It's a safe space. And Real Escav is sharing that their count would be or will be 8-6. So 8 and 6 to the JLP. Or are you saying the JLP will have 8 and the PMP 6? It's not 14. It's not 14. Realist. Remember that Kingston and St. Andrew, there's a big merge there. Ira from Morris, welcome. And Ira from Morris is saying Manayard seat is in trouble for the general election next year. And Denise in the chat is saying 7-7 is 14, but only 13. Yes, we have. Remember that Kingston and St. Andrews one. Definitely. Definitely there. All right. All right. All right. I see you there, Carl. All right. So still waiting for a caller or just watching the chat to see, what persons are sharing there in the chat in the context of, results. So I am just going to find the last update that I have. I believe they were mentioning that 5 divisions were remaining. All right. I believe we're getting a call here. So I'm just trying to get the system up and running. All right. Hello, caller. You're live. I'm doing good. How are you?
Then taking it easy. I enjoy a little cool breeze,
Okay. Okay. And this is Wilbert, right?
Yeah, man. Let me you talk to my wife for just a quick second. Hold on. Just honey.
Hi, goodness, sorry to call you so late.
Hello.
Hello? Yeah, hi. I just want to get your name so I can tell my daughter-in-law, so she know who she's gonna be talking to.
Oh, we're live over YouTube. We're live over YouTube now, so you'll have to call back regarding that.
No, I said, just what's your name so I can tell her who she's supposed to call?
I am Natasha Lee.
Okay. Natasha Lee, okay, I'll tell her. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay.
All right. So that was, Wilbert there, and perhaps they were on another mission, and you'll be hearing about that soon, once that mission becomes possible. All right. So Selvin is asking who won this election, and we're still waiting, Selvin, still waiting, still waiting.
Still waiting to find out who is the winner of this one. So welcome, 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 welcome. All right, Rurian, do you have anything that you'd like to share?
Well, not really having much to share, to be honest with you. But I'm wondering though, do you think the the electoral office will be able to complete the other, parishes in in time tomorrow? Probably this, let's say, taking tomorrow to complete the other three parishes, or will this go into the new week? Sometime, let's say probably Monday. I'm a bit concerned in terms of the
You
pace
should
that
be.
they're working. So I'm wondering, if that would happen as it relates to the remaining parishes. So, guys in the chat, when do you think they'll be able to complete these three or four other parishes? You could give some timeline in the chat. That would be nice to hear what you think. I'm thinking maybe Monday. That's my guess right now. What do you say,
Don't
Natasha Lee?
don't call that. Listen. They have had, I believe, enough time, and hoping tomorrow. So based on the last update that I have, they said that they have completed official count of ballots in 223 of the 228 electoral divisions contested in the local government election. So with that, it means that five divisions are remaining. And based on this understanding here, the five divisions are across St. James, Westmoreland, and Kingston and St. Andrew. So it doesn't mean that they have the entire parishes to go through, but they have five divisions that are spread, perhaps say for example, they have one in St. James, one in Kingston, and or perhaps one in Kingston, one in St. Andrew, and two in Westmoreland. But they have five remaining. So I would want to believe that that should be completed by tomorrow. But I don't know. So that would be good. And the next thing that should come to is, the official statements in terms of the results as well. I don't know if that's going to come tomorrow if they're done, but we would want to believe that they will complete this count by tomorrow. Again, it's not looking good for us in the context of, an election. People want result because even unofficially, we could not say, okay, there's a clear, winner. And we know how that kind of started and is still going in the context of that, early call made by Cliff Hughes, stating that the PNP had won, and then we saw the JLP coming back, closer contested, then the JLP leading, and then in some cases now we see like the PNP gaining background, then losing background, the JLP gaining ground, losing ground. So we're just waiting to see, what is going to happen. And it looks like it might be like 7-6 if this, trend is continuing. Perhaps it might be just that 7-6. I don't know because I am not in a position to call it. All right. And Garmel is saying St. James is for the PNP and West for the JLP and Westmoreland for the PNP. Yes, that's what we have here on paper, but we are not the EOJ. So we're waiting for them to give us, some official confirmation in the context of where we're at in this election. And we deserve that as a people. And I am not too sure what is happening, in this context. Why is it taking so long for us to have an understanding? And you know what is true in the context of this election? As I said, from my experience with local government elections, it's the first one that I am seeing that had so much energy. And, it was important for both parties, this local government election. So for the People's National Party, it was important in the context of, cementing Mark Golding as the leader of the opposition, right? And so a lot was, kind of going in terms of what the possibility would look like come September for the People's National Party. And so there was a lot. And in the context of what we are seeing, right? The People's National Party, Mark Golding, has a lot to be, to be proud of in that context, because mark you, it's not a high turnout, but there is still some positive, impacts there in the context of the People's National Party. So when you look at the popular votes, right, and in terms of the number of divisions, I believe so far, and if you want to do a tally of what you see here in terms of divisions quickly for the JLP and for the PNP, and let us know the total, that would be good. I believe just by looking at the numbers in the context of the division so far here on screen, won by each party, PNP is perhaps, leading in that context. Mark you, winning more divisions or having, popular vote does not necessarily translate into the overall winner. Again, our system is first past the post, winner takes all system. It's not a proportional, representation, a PR system. All right. So it's not like Guyana. So if I have people from Guyana here, you'll understand, what we're talking about. All right. Welcome, Sharon. Sharon, you're telling me that there are 14 municipalities, Sharon, but Kingston and St. Andrew, they're merged as one, Sharon. So thanks for being here. So that is something that I guess you will learn from us here this evening. So the Kingston and St. Andrew Municipal Corporation, that is merged as one municipality, okay? All right, welcome. So again, in that context, all right, in that context, there's a lot for the PNP to pretty much, take away from all of this in terms of how they're going to now, I guess, focus for the general elections, right? So that's the side for the PNP. In the context of the JLP, I believe, again, just kind of remembering the the Prime Minister's, speech, Monday night. I have the feeling that the jail, well, it appears, and I'm going to be cautious with my words, that the JLP, they were expecting more from this election, because I am assuming that they are using this election to test the ground, to find out, where they're at, how, how are people feeling about them in the context of their leadership. And so I understand, I am thinking, that this was, that kind of election for the Jamaica Labour Party. I guess they're disappointed, while they might, based on what we're seeing here at this point, they might come out as the winner, for this election, but still they have a lot of work to do if it is that they want a third term in government. And Getting a third term is not always easy, right? And so we'll see. Will the prime minister call the election this year, or will the prime minister delay it as long as possible, where we might see an election in 2025 close to December, or will we see it close to December this year? That's another context. And both parties, they have some work to do, right? They have some work to do. And the next thing that I guess I want to share with you in the context of this election does not affect, you know, who is going to govern the country. It is clear, that the prime minister is the prime minister. That does not change the price of rice where that is concerned. What the local government election in this context is pretty much, persons who are in charge of your parish councils or municipalities. So your councillors should work very close, with you. So your community in the context of making representations, at the parish council level, right? Based on what is happening in your community and taking those matters to the parish council. And in some cases, they liaison with the MPs to ensure that, this is what is happening. But then again, as you can see, and based on what we're hearing now in Jamaica, you might not have, a constituency where all the divisions are aligned to a particular party. And we heard from Mr. Warmington the other evening when he was pretty much saying he is the Minister of Works and he's the MP. So the PMP councillor can't get nothing. So sometimes these situations, happen, but as citizens of Jamaica, we need to take a stance, because at the end of the day, after the elections are over and done, we are Jamaicans, right? We are Jamaicans, and we have certain needs, we have certain expectations of our country, and we need to ensure that whatever it is that we want to see for our country, for ourselves and families, we are able to get that through, good representations, from our political representatives. And I feel that that is definitely important. I am wondering if I'm missing any call, but over to you, Rurian. All right, not hearing
Yes,
Rurian, but
actually,
okay,
I'm
awesome.
here. I'm here, and that's an important point. I'm not sure how attached or how the communication lines work between the local the people on the ground plus persons who are working for the divisions and the lines that goes right up to the member of parliament. But these communications should take place in order for them to be able to take good care of their constituency and everybody who is in their division. So they should be always be pushing forward for the divisions to get the necessary things that they need. They might not always get what they want, but there should be incremental growth as it relates to that. So clear communication should be established in that regard, and we should as Jamaicans continuously see growth as it relates to whatever happens in our division. We have leaders and sub leaders who should be taking care of us. And as somebody mentioned a few nights ago, sometimes you're in your constituency and the roads are so bad. And another area, maybe in that same constituency, all the roads are good, and the roads are fixed based on the people who lives in the community and who they support. And we want to move away from stuff like that. We want everyone to be treated fairly. But not actually. I was thinking about this, and I would have to ask this question. Bearing in mind that for this election, only 29.6% of the population voted. You know, are we being credible as people here discussing this? Did we vote? And that's the question I want to ask. Were we a part of that 29.6%? How many of us voted in order to select who we would want to represent us? Because, this is something that happens a lot in our country where, we talk a lot about the politics, but we don't contribute. Yeah, and that's a big thing as it relates to politics in Jamaica. So, indicate in the chat if you had voted in this um, local elections, and if you have not voted, you might want to share reasons why you haven't voted. Sometimes people have legitimate reasons why they did not vote, but that would be interesting to see if we contributed to the leadership as it relates to our country. And it is important, it is important for us to choose who we want to lead us, because if we don't, we're allowing other persons to do that, and then we are just going to suffer the same fate that they chose for us. So, let us know if you contributed to that 29.6% of the votes that went out. Naturally, I'm going to pass it back over to you.
All right, thanks there, Ryan. And I'm seeing some comments. So Sandra, I would just want to recognize you there in the chat. And Thierry Robertson, is it true what they're saying about Miss Oldness? I'm not sure what you're talking about there. All right, so welcome, welcome. If you're just tuning in, welcome, welcome. Please remember to hit the like button, the share button, and the subscription button. Guys, we're in a little competition here. All right, so let me now start now. I'm asking for 10 subscribers, and Rurian is asking for likes, but I'm going to ask first for 10 subscribers, and we can do it. All right, so hit the subscription button. So close the chat and hit the subscription button. All right, so we're going to kind of now just move away a little bit from the results. So I'm just going to take some look in the chat for some final, comments about the results that you're seeing on screen, or, calls. And Junior Burke, welcome. And Juna, I guess Juna is saying Portmore should be by itself. Okay. All right. Welcome, welcome. All right. So I'm just looking to see some final comments regarding the results that we have on screen there. And would love to hear from you. So call the WhatsApp number that you see pinned in the chat. And soon I'm going to navigate to the page where it is on screen so that you can, see it big on your screen there. Perhaps that is better for persons here in that context. If this is their first time here, let me know in the chat too, and let me know where you're tuned in from. And Junior says, thanks to welcome me here. You're definitely, welcome. We like to do that in terms of, acknowledging persons in the chat and giving you a big welcome if it is their first time here, and just let you know about our safe space here where we share different views, because we know that we hold different views about, various topics. And so that is okay if we're sharing different views. We just do it respectfully so that everyone here, you feel a sense of belonging and you feel valued, right? So you just feel like you want to come here, night after night after night, right? Just thinking about my dream, my dream. So night after night after night. All right. So welcome, welcome. And Juna is saying that he's from St. Thomas and it's first time here. So welcome, welcome, Junior, and to all the people tuned in from St. Thomas, welcome, welcome, welcome. All right. So Junior, I don't know much about St. Thomas, but is it Bath St. Thomas? Are you in that area? Morant Bay, where are you, Junior? Let us know. So welcome, welcome. All right, so happy to have you here. Remember to hit the subscription button, the like button, and you see that bell, tap it and select all. All right, so not seen. And Juna is asking why are we taking so long to hear who win the election? And that is the big question that everyone is asking, and that's a fair question, a question that should be asked. So definitely, and Juna is saying bad. I got that one correct. So kudos to me. I should get couple subscription for that, Junior. So the entire bar, St. Thomas, they're going to just come here and subscribe, subscribe. All right. Awesome. Awesomeness. So that's the big question. And the EOJ, they owe the Jamaican citizens, right? They owe Jamaicans, an explanation. They need to explain to Jamaica what happened. I mean, in the context of Cliff Hughes' announcement, they said nothing about that, but perhaps they're distancing themselves from that because they're perhaps going to say that didn't come from us. In that context, as we know, Cliff, he took full responsibility. We talked about last evening, and I also have a video, like a shortened form of what that was about. So you can also watch that as well. And so that caused some problems because in the context of that announcement, a lot of persons now were saying, PMP1 and the mere fact that things are changing, something is not right, something fishy are going, and so the election is pretty much, it's just unfortunate how things are unfolding. And then after that, now we are still waiting to get the final result. And then even with that final result, right, there's a possibility where we might have like magisterial recounts. All right. So then it could mean that we're talking about local government election for, a little time to come. But that's the context there. All right. So what we're going to jump to right now is
Not actually, not actually.
awesome.
Just
Come on
before you
in.
jump, just before you jump
I'm
to what
staying
you're
put.
jumping to, I'm just going to put you on pause right now. I don't want you to do any jumping before we welcome Sandra Atkinson Hibbert. She's from St. James, and it's her first time here. And we want to give you the warmest welcome, Sandra. Thank you for being a part of the family. The family just feel a little bit better with you here. Make sure you like and subscribe here so that we can always have you as a part of our team. We totally appreciate having you here, and we're bigging up Montego Bay, St. James right now, bigging up all of St. James.
Awesome. Awesomeness. So Sandra, welcome, welcome. And I'm going to try and guess and see if I can get it right. You right, Sandra? So, how many attempts you're going to give me at this? So my first attempt is going to say, is there a place named is it Montego Hills or Westgate Hills? Something like that. So, Sandra, or is it Cornwall Court? Is it that's the name? I was trying to figure out where you're at, Sandra. We're trying to locate you. All right, welcome, 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 Sandra. Welcome, welcome. All right, so in that context, we're going to, just move, guys. I've asked for 10 subscription, so just hit the subscription button and let's get the 10 quick and fast, quick and fast. Don't let Rurian pass me out. And Juna is asking, who do you all think will win the election? Why, Junior? I am just waiting on the EOJ. because I don't want anyone to say, voices in education said this. No, we will just continue to wait and see what happens because you see that mistake that Cliff Hughes made, that is causing a lot of bangarang. Well, he said it's a mistake on his part and he's taking full responsibility for it. But, so that from that we can all learn a lesson. If you're not sure, not talk. Just, yes. So Montego Bay Salt Spring. Salt Spring. Okay. Welcome to all the people tuned in from Salt Spring. I'm just trying to figure out, where, Salt Spring is in Montego Bay in terms of the community. But I know that name. I know that name. I know that name. All right. All right. So welcome here, Sandra. And hello to all the people tuned in from Salt Spring in Montego Bay. All right. So we're going to just go, and because we're going to leave this page a little bit.
So Natasha, in the meantime, I'm just gonna beg the guys who are watching, please get us up to 50 likes, please. 50 likes. We're at 34. We need 16 more likes to get up to 50. There's over 100 of us here. If you know you haven't liked the video yet, the live yet, please go ahead, give us a like. If you haven't subscribed, consider subscribing to the channel so that you can keep abreast of what is happening in your country. Really appreciate you. I'm saying thanks in advance for all the likes and subscription to come.
Awesome, Rurian. Thank you. And Sandra is saying, big up to Counselor, Mr. Gregory Harris. All right. So big up to that Sandra's counsel there. All right. So, guys, I guess perhaps by now we know about Warmington and Meadows. But what I'm going to do a little refresher in the context of, Warmington and Meadows. And just to let you know that Warmington resigned and Meadows was removed. All right. So we're going to go back to that conversation and also just quickly talk about, what are your views on this recent development. So, Ruren, if you could just keep us going so I can get the clip up so we can play that for, our for our listeners, viewers here, that would be awesome if
No
you're
worries,
able.
Natasha. No
All
worries.
right,
I'm
awesome.
going to do I'm going to do a little check to find out, guys. This is a good time to hit that little X there. Close the chat for a moment and just click on that thumbs up button and give us a like. That would really help us to grow here as a platform, a responsible platform, I might add. We want persons to come here, feel comfortable, and just be able to express yourself, listening to other person's point of view, and just be able to understand that you will not always have the same view that another person will have, but we can all live cohesively and we all can stay in this space cohesively and learn from each other and learn how to be mindful of each other as well. So, continue to keep this space nice and clean and safe so everyone can enjoy this. And that would be really awesome for us. I'm going to look and see how close we have gotten to the 50 likes. We're at 37. If my math is well, then we need about 13 more people to join us in terms of liking this live so we're first to get up to 50. I'm not going to be greedy tonight. I'm just asking for 50 likes. 13 more people just hit that like button. I'm looking on the screen. It's not moving yet, but if you want to like this live, all you need to do is just hit that X, close the chat for a bit, and just hit that thumbs up button. If you haven't subscribed, there's a subscription button there. You can hit that as well, and also the post notification bell so that you can get updates when we are online and sharing information. We do a variety of stuff here, and I'm sure you'll find something that is interesting for you. And we totally appreciate your support and looking forward for your continued support. Um, we really appreciate you. I'm not sure if I'll get this one right, but it's Virgil Rashida saying good night, hello, and welcome. Thank you for joining us tonight. Make sure you like and subscribe to our channel, please. And welcome to Amar West as well. And Junior is one of the person who joined us tonight. And I didn't dig you up, Junior. Thank you for being here with us here today. So I just want you guys to continue to support us in this bid as we, try to get something positive out there and continue being a part of this positive movement because, it's important for us to have a little bit of positiveness in our lives daily. I'm going to check back the like again. We have touched the 40 mark now. Thank you guys. We have touched the 40 mark. So thank you for liking. We're 9 away from the 50 likes that I'm asking for. Thank you so much for, for listening and for liking this live. We really appreciate you. Natasha Lee, are you ready for us yet? Not hearing from Natasha Lee.
I
Let's pick up
believe
J
so,
Mac.
but just give me, yeah, you could keep going.
All right. Bigging up J Mac. He's saying that, let's see what's happening here in the chat. All right. So, persons are here sharing their views. Bigging up Ludlow Mattison is Junior Burke saying that's his counselor. All right. So Junior bigging up his counselor. And, persons are saying that, these persons who should be removed from the cabinet? He's still an MP. Okay. I'm not going to get into that part. Now, Junior saying that
I believe
Ludlow Mattison
Warmington. I believe
again.
Warmington. I believe they're making
Oh,
reference to Warmington.
oh,
Yeah.
making reference to Warmington. Well, Warmington, and that's a good point that you're making there, J Mac. But let me ask you this question. He has had his, running with the party, has had his, has made some statements that, most persons would not, appreciate or, identify with. But he is still an MP. And you wonder, a person still support him. I'm not sure what is happening in that regard, but I, do you think he's doing well in his constituency? Why he's continuing to get that sort of support? I'm not too sure. But as leaders, for sure, though he needs to be more responsible as it relates to his public utterances, and as the old Jamaican saying, there's a cock mouth kill cock, and it's affecting him in terms of his political ambitions. I am sure, So, for example, if he considered himself, or he said, all right, I would want to run for leader of the party, or for something like that. I'm not sure how many persons would want to be in support of him. So, you have to be careful of your utterances. And as I said, as leaders, he should he ought to know better than to do that. So, and if you notice with both situations, they made these statements, they got them out there, they issued apologies after in a bid to retract their statements, because they, I'm sure Meadows, for example, said that he was just talking in the heat of the moment and he got carried away, and that's how he got to saying what he said. But they have to be really responsible in the statements that they're saying and making, and it has cost both of them in a significant way. Um,
I'm ready for you.
we can't. Okay, great. IR963 is asking if when we know what the results are. We can't say what the results are any at all. Those results will come from the electoral office. So when they are done and they deem it ready, they will give us the final results for the election. I'm going to pass back over to Natasha Lee. There are a few post in the chat that I haven't gotten to, but we'll get to them in short order. Go ahead, Natasha.
Awesome, thank you. So IR963, we shared about the counts that we have after the results that we have after the final count. So if you stick and stay, we could get back to that screen to show you that. All right, in terms of what we have so far officially from the EOJ. All right, so I'm just going to go to the recording right now, and then we'll continue to have a conversation.
But walking safe. This cause labor, but walking safe. But you can't come back now. Let me see the broken wall. Okay? Let me see the broken wall. They can't put away when it's all in TikTok or so inside what they do. That man that be the counselor, but he will spend every day in there. He not be the counselor here, but he been charged. Right now, I intend to put personal location down there. Extra location is for the who's in charge. Big and large. Black ride alone.
All right, so there we heard from, Warmington there in the context. I guess that's really like victimization there. So what he's saying, this PMP counselor not getting any money to spend. So if the JLP even doing a win, I am getting money and I'm gonna show them say he's large and in charge. So following that, and obviously we spoke about this last evening as well, you know, Warmington was, pretty much retracted his statement there. And, we then heard that there was going to be a meeting with Andrew Holness in that context. And so he resigned from the office of the prime minister. So in that office, he had responsibility for, I believe, road and work. So he had some responsibility there. So he resigned. All right. So that's the information that we have. So he was the works minister and he resigned, following that meeting with the prime minister. That is the information that we have regarding Mr. Warmington. I'm going to go to Mr. Meadows right now to play his clip and so that we can have a balanced conversation about these two gentlemen. All right, so let me just go there for you right now. All right, so I'm just trying to get this one up for us. Thought I had it ready here, but it is what it is. I'll just get that back. This one should not be too difficult to find.
Speak to the youth man them for the corner. Especially one you call him. Let me tell you straight up. And I speak to the youth man them for the corner. Especially one you call themselves chopper. Let me tell you straight up. And he can speak openly. I have no problem with a man if he want chop. Because them chop us during slavery. So nothing problem with the chopping is when you bingo and you score. Use the money wisely. Yes. Set up yourself. Yes. Open a business. Yes. Make sure mommy look good. Yes. Make sure your baby mother look good. Yes. But don't take the money and use energy and wash car. And use US dollar like cigarette. All right. Full business now. Sure. There's a reason why money is called liquidity. Yes. It's liquid. And if you don't tie it on your hand, it leak out your hand no matter what you have. Yes. So nothing wrong with what you are doing.
All right, so that was Mr. Meadows and J Mac. Welcome, welcome. And J Mac is saying here, what I am saying is that when people say Warmington got fired or sacked, is misleading. He tendered his resignation. That's the difference. So I'm not sure who said that, because if you look on our screen here, we have Warmington resigned and Meadows removed. And we're very careful with our words. We're not here to misinform anyone. I'm not sure where you got that information from, J Mac, in the sense that you're saying I did not share that Warmington was fired, and I agree with you. There's a difference. He resigned, and that is what we have on screen here, and that is what we are sharing as well. So, in the context of Warmington's resignation and Meadows' removal, do you believe that it is enough? And was it a case where the PNP forced the JLP to make a decision regarding Warmington? Because Warmington is one of those politicians, that I will say well set in the Jamaica Labour Party. So would love to hear from you in the context of this update. Do you believe it's enough for Warmington to just resign? Should he also, resign as member of parliament, given his statements? Would love to hear from you. On the other side, Meadows was removed from his caretaker role. So I'm taking it that we are not going to see Meadows running in the general election, or will this change? Is this like a 9-day wonder kind of thing, or people will forget about it so we can bring back Meadows? Or will we see Warmington after the 9-day wonder back into another position with responsibility other than just being the member of parliament? Would love to hear from you. All right, J Mac, I see you there. Thank you for clearing that up in the chat. So J Mac is saying my bad. All right, thank you. All right, so would love to hear from you in that context. So the WhatsApp number is on screen. You can, give us a call there as well, and you can also share in the chat. So Ruren, I'm just going to circle you right now to hear your views on this latest development. I know you started to share, but in the context of the resignation, do you think it's just enough for Warmington to tender resignation in the context of, leaving his role at the office of the Prime Minister, being the Minister of Work? Should we see, things going a bit further where he also, leave the role of member of parliament, giving that to, I guess, somebody else. I guess in that case,
Well,
we'll have a by-election. I don't know,
this,
but over to you.
yeah, this is an interesting development in this case. As I was saying earlier, Warmington has been treading the line, if not going over the line most times. But um, when things like these get into the public domain, then it's only it's going to be there's going to be sanctions for this because um, Warmington in his green color, wearing his green shirt, wearing his party color, is representing the prime minister, and Warmington is one of the persons who Andrew Holness can depend on to give him a seat in the election. So you know he has value in the party, but he's putting the party into disrepute sometimes based on his utterances. And that's where the challenge comes in with Warmington. So action had to be taken. I'm not sure if he was, coerced into resigning, or he took it on himself to say, well, I blundered once more and I need to be out of this space. Regardless of what happened there, he some action was taken, and I guess rightly so. As it relates to him being a member of parliament, though, and that's what I was opining to earlier. He is being selected. He is the person that the people of that particular constituency wants to represent them. So there must be, and I am speaking just from my perspective and analysis of the situation. If Mr. Warmington has this, tendency to make these utterances at times, and he is being selected in his constituency as their leader, as the person to represent them, then I'm thinking he must be doing something good in his community. And, I think we just have to leave it at that point where he is who the people want to represent them in that constituency. So if they select him, then we'll just have to work with him in that regard. Because everyone votes, and you want the person that you select to be in charge. So I'm not going to say he's all bad, but removing him from a portfolio, giving him no portfolio, and him just being a regular MP in the House of Representatives, I think that is a fair sanction for his actions. I don't know if you agree with me on that one, but that's how I am seeing it right now. His actions cost him his place there in his position in the parliament there, and but because he's the choice of the people, then I think he should be in the remain as a member of parliament.
Well, I hear you, Ryan. Perhaps not in total agreement, but I guess what you're saying is that Warmington is one of those political heavyweights, and he has strong roots in the party. And as you said, it's not the first time he's coming to the public with this kind of behavior, attitude. We have seen it in the past, and we're getting a call. So let me just take this caller here.
Hello, caller, you're live.
Yeah, I agree.
Soldier,
I agree with you. Yeah, I said. Yeah, I agree with you. I agree with Joel what he's saying, because 1980, that seat was a safe PMP seat. 1980, Warmington run and lost. Then 1983, when he was supposed to run, that time he was in foreign. Then Bruce Cole and brother run the seat 1983. and Warmington did upset about that. But Warmington is so Warmington stay from day one, you know, very feisty from me know him. I know him since 1989. And he ran and he did last and he continued. But the people them out there love him.
Okay.
They love him out there. Warmington is like a Mike Henry in Clarendon.
Okay, I get you.
Warmington is, as we was saying, Warmington is a heavyweight. Him a real heavyweight. In St. Catherine, you can call Fim seat. If you can call, not even, be all right, Fim and Babsy seat, where 2 seat where you can call before you call anybody else seat. Yeah, I tell you can call Fim seat and Babsy.
I want to ask you this question because it's something that I was talking about today, and I'm not too sure because I don't have confirmation. I heard that Warmington and Portia, they're cousins. Do you know anything about that?
Yeah, me hear about that long time. Say them are cousins. Yeah, a PMP person tell me that. Say they're cousin. Warmington and Portia say they are cousins.
Okay, because I heard Portia, another thing, but I'm not going to share it here because, I don't share it here, but because I know that you know your stuff, I just said I'm going to ask you that question.
Yeah, man. But I said to you, but Warmington, Portia faced it, you know, just like how Warmington faced it, you know.
I mean, I tell.
Don't think so Portia no faced it, you know.
No, boy. I'm not afraid of you, not so Jim. I'm not afraid of you. Go on.
So, as a rural, say, I agree with rural. And, you know, say, I get to understand today, the meeting that you see them come and put up, this meeting was not just on the weekend, that this was on the campaign trail where a lot of the PMP hierarchy was there, but them make sure fix the video that you don't see the person them face who when he was talking.
Oh, and so you're talking about Meadows. Okay.
Yeah. Meadows, yeah. And the person said yes, them to put it on check from if you check the back date when that video was sent, when that video was done, you can see it. When the meeting take place, you can see from where. Is a PMP person call me to your attention and tell me about it, you know.
Okay.
Yeah, and tell me about it. But back to Warmington now. Warmington won't change.
Yeah.
And him not going to change. Him not going to change.
It's unfortunate. It's unfortunate though. And this is what I am saying too. The people, and as you said, Ruran mentioned, you know, the people, they are still voting for him. The people still want him. But it's just hard to fathom as a political leader, right? You're going to say, you know what, me not go no nothing. Like, that's not becoming of a leader. And I don't know, perhaps because of his position in terms of how he's rooted and grounded in the party. He pretty much, he does these things because he know that, sure, nobody can touch me, huh? I'm one, you know?
It's like how Portia stayed, them not afraid of nobody. But you see, it's a man very rich, you know, and the politics didn't get free money out of him, you know. And the politics didn't get, because first time we see him, we got there some place in Mobile and at some conference in Montego Bay, and when me look, me see him and he was missing going, so this man give like him a wicked man, so. Because I hear one time a lady go say, oh, he didn't come and say he couldn't box him down. So we say, oh, why is so want to do this? him just not change. Him not changing that. But the thing with him not gonna know something and hold it back. If he was watching something in House of Parliament where Edmund Bartlett was reading something and he said, no, you have to read that and read where them say about that. You're not going to shield nobody inside here. The people supposed to know the truth. Don't put it up nothing. Read it and make everybody know what's going on. And he said, if it's so, I'm not going Ed Bartlett said, I'm not going to criticize none of the person. He said, well, if it's not that, I'm not going to sit down here and listen to the foolishness. And he get up and walk out of the House of Parliament. So him one of them Percy Brad, them was one of the man them back in the days was bad man where he start point them finger over on the other side and I say you boy over this edge. Something happened boy about Warmington. But as you said, him not gonna change, but he's a heavyweight because okay, you change him now. If you change if You say you get rid of Warmington, and Warmington tell the people them say nobody not gonna vote. And that's what I mean.
But sometimes you have to stand for something. So I guess, Soji, what you're getting at is that the problem is with the people. Because the people is pretty much facilitating this kind of behavior. So if we want to see a change, then as people, we have to hold our political representatives, to a very high standard. So we're not taking foolishness and the bangarang and the pasa and just understand. So I guess what you're getting at is that the people them want him. So it's just the people.
You see people they want him and they will block road and they will kill him too. People, when you have I'm not sure how dangerous it is, when you have a politician, you have no politician, a man can stand up and other people willing to lose them.
Okay.
Remember, when you see Mr. Siaga, you see Portia, Mike Henry, this man here, people will give up their life for them and and woman,
Okay.
No. Yeah, and I see man up then look when someone Siaga, when Mr. Siaga and the people are willing to give up their life for Mr. Siaga. If that's what I mean, say anybody take a leaf out a film book, no, there's no way at all a person can lose,
I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying, Soji. I get what you're saying.
I remember when Shiny Robinson was going, when Shiny Robinson go to Mr. Siaga said she wanted to see to run. And Mr. Siaga said, well, if you want this seat to run down there, one thing you're going to promise. You have to live with the people. You have to just live with them and see them problem and solve it, and you cannot run. And Shiny take a leaf out of the book and Francie go down there and change that seat. Nowadays, people, she dead, and the people they now vote for the Labour Party, they have vote through Shiny Robinson. They make sure to tell the people them that, And she got turn a PMP seat where only 1980 alone PMP have ever lost that seat in history of Jamaica, And from Shiny win it. It never turned back again, So that's my choice. So when you come and you all right, Mr. Siaga, no matter who run at Tivoli, they can't lose, Push a set of strength down in a fair era. There. So these things that I'm saying to you, sometimes you have some person, the people they love Warmington. If Labour Party, if them say they run Warmington, well they can expel him, they can run him like that because they can take away ministerial position from him, but they can move him out of politics. Meadows' case was different because he's just a caretaker.
And Meadows, and I get that. And remember, Meadows is coming from the JLP for some persons who don't know, as a senator. And I don't even want to go into. I don't want to go into the other part of it because we'll leave that the other part of Meadows' context. So just stick to what we're talking about this evening. So no.
Yeah, no, what I'm saying to you, me not gonna say it. Me know where you're talking, but if he was at that place, you can imagine the corruption already going down at that place. If you can say something like that.
Hello, I said we're not gonna support. Yeah, my point. So I don't know about it. So we leave it there. So, but it is so unfortunate that he is making this kind of statement. Like where Eddie gone for the minute or two, or what happened? Like seriously?
Why? I don't know if he was drinking rum.
Maybe.
I don't know if he was drinking rum. That's him say. You remember him saying something like when him say him can't hope and he can't talk, him bowl and things. So that's why I say this thing when people do something as you do something, you talk about you apologize. Me not put you in something either,
It's just it's just for because if for a comment or for statements to that extent, to that nature, like you must you're gonna apologize to that. Who are gonna believe you?
You know that?
Who's going to believe
you remember your point is you're not but and the more I tell you sometimes I wonder if you really get mad. If you wanna drink some rum and boom.
I don't know.
That's him say.
I don't know.
That's him say something like that,
It's so unfortunate.
But you see, But the hypocrisy, see, when we can't like with it. Meadows did not say that yesterday. So
Well,
we don't want the people them to come.
It just
Listen,
come to the fore. I don't think people are saying that it was said yesterday, but it just become, viral. Put it that way, where everybody now knows about it.
All right. No, but the person that went did all the top notch him from the politics who was there. Nobody never say anything. Not a soul say something about it.
Maybe they did, but they did it privately. But because it's out in the public now, they're taking action. And then based on Mark's action, Oldness realized that he had to do something too. So hence we see what is happening here. And if what you're saying is indeed true, that persons like from the hierarchy of the party was there, it then goes to show that, is this a genuine move? And then I ask the question, will this be like a 9-day wonder where we see, Meadows coming back to run in the general election, and little after we see Warmington getting back another portfolio responsibility? So, what will happen? Is this just to say, all right, this I go and make we just calm them down a little bit until
yeah. Because me know Warmington is a man like this. Me know my feeling. Maybe Andrew called and said, "Listen, boy, this way behave, and then make some agreement and talk and said blah 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 blah." Meadows is a different case, Cause I don't like so Warmington will go back then now,
Yeah, for sure. Meadows was easy, like very easy to say, remove and get rid of. Like PMP can do without Meadows. Yes, I get that.
Yeah. It was easy, man, because like he was a MP or whatsoever. But boy, I tell you about. So Andrew come and make. But the difference with Andrew come out and talk and make a statement. Mark Golden don't come out and make a statement because any man can write something, Anybody can write something. So we must look into that, Me can write something can write, And me can type something and Pierce say me type it and me type it. And me call you and say to you, say, oh no, not me put this out there as shaman and me a write, Are you a writer and you send it through? So him we come out there and speak, just like how Andrew come out and talk. So him come out and say something, don't bother write something on a piece of paper and say this and that, because you don't say anything,
I get what you're saying, but I guess from both sides they have their speech writers and people who normally do these things for them. So I guess it comes with the job.
What I'm saying, I write Andrew write or I talk Andrew talk. Which one?
I think I saw both.
Him talk and he write.
I believe so.
So Mark Golden to come out and talk. Don't just say you write something. Don't say come out and write something.
Maybe Mark is not ready to face the country yet and waiting on the EOJ to finalize, because after that speech on Monday night, I think
finalize. When more finalize? You know what I see. What this whole election be to me, but then did one. I don't know what flew up in Cliff Hughes' head. What flew up in Cliff Hughes' head plus Cliff Hughes come and say that so early. Because when Cliff Hughes tell me, I phone Jamaica and ask because them say something. He say no man, you see them just nobody could win it. They just them account to see them down into a parish. He said no man, we never know who win for me councillor win or not yet. And him there I'm saying they know the man to PMP win. He said who say PMP win? Up to one of my soldier brethren from Jamaica called me and I said to me, say, boy, them down there never know say Cliff Hughes said the election. Said person election won by People's National Party. This to me look like when Donald Trump, he said the incident like when Donald Trump him and they want to say put things on the EOJ now, he said then this and that. So what the EOJ doing now, is get people from the Observer from the People's National Party and Jamaica Labour Party to count the ballot. That's in count every single ballot. That's they not pass anything like where Cliff Hughes. If Cliff Hughes didn't go do that, now they announce the winner from there and then when you recount go on after now they can know. So that's why they're taking their time now. You know, that's the reason why they're taking their time now, you know.
Okay, I get what you're saying. Mm-hmm.
We have to analyze that, because when they come up and you come and say them we know. Suppose Mark Wallen come up like Donald Trump, oh, you win the election now. When you remember when man asked him, say, oh, yeah, celebrate, say you win and no winner yet, you know. You remember when man said to him, you remember the reporter asked him?
No, remind me, please.
Make sure, I'll try to make sure if I find it and send it to you, make you hear it for yourself, because when the reporter asks him, so why you celebrate and you do not win and when him saying no, me no want to say when him not say more, make sure say the right thing when him say.
You can't send it to me. You can't send it to me.
Yeah, that all look feet and send to you that you hear it. Because when the man said to him, say, but you to celebrate and you don't win it. And him, look, I don't know, the man they hungry for power, yeah, man. But what I was asking the other day, the year when Mr. last election, Mr. Sierra did win, and when I think he won, but maybe about 10 parishes did win, and then PMP still come win the general election. So this now is a good move for Andrew for see in weakness. For say to some MP them now here only the minister position are hold on the back. Take away the minister position from them and tell them to go work in the community. If you want to win back election, if you want to win the third term when same one, because you see all the in get to see analyze everything that's happening now, so him not have nothing to complain to say. But then again, you know, I have to give him credit, because if him never come out go in a campaign for over 2 years and a half, and if Andrew never come out the last couple days, 16 days and so before the election. Remember me tell you, JLP wouldn't get one seat. And some of the people they don't even know who is the councillor. Because some of the councillors, they not do nothing at all.
Yeah, that's true. Some people don't know, as serious something, and some people don't know who their councillor is. And some people don't even know the difference between the councillor and the MP. So that's true.
We need, that's why I say we need dedicated people that know the difference with a local government and a general election, because when Mr. Golden, when I say when you win this election and whatever, many people, I think so when Mark Golden win the election, he will be next. If he win, he will be the next prime minister. Though they don't know say it is a local government election. Andrew will still be the prime minister in the morning after. So if PMP did win, and then they run up and down and say wait, and then they think say is that generally win? No, it's not general. So I say we need to educate the people them so much, and because what happened, many of the politicians them, especially council them, after you win, they keep something and say okay, and the people celebrate and they say bye, see you 4 years time. Yeah, because all the seat that they lost in St. Mary in Gale, that Labour man did it for how long, and you know, the Labour and decide they're not voting 123,000 JLP person from the last election don't come voting, they not vote for PMP, you know, but instead them not voting because they said they will vote in the big election, but they're not voting in the local government election.
Yeah, we tend to see that persons voting in the general and not the local elections.
So because last election JLP get 400,000, PMP get 300,000. Become the same way, but if JLP person decide they not vote, because some of the council them they know say they prefer not vote because they not do for them. And what Andrew need to do is majority of Jamaican people we hold there. They not look out, they no matter how country has set up and you build a place and to build nice and crisp. They don't want that, they want to know what in it to them, what them all get from it. Them now look on the development and the growth and anything that you when I tell people anything, many person never understand where meaning of growth.
Yeah, like in terms of breaking things down, and that's what I was sharing last evening. Like the man, you know, when you go to the shop and every day you go price a raise. Then I get what you say about GDP and GNP and you know. So I feel like,
you know, when you go to shop,
exactly.
It's a piece of surface to £500, and that you want you tell him about.
Exactly.
That you want that talk to him about, and then think that the middle class man no understand where I talk about the man down in the gully where no understand where I say as much as he educated, he don't know where I talk about because he all my company say boy and get in gas store with 10,000 in 10,000 done, and he no see where buy.
That is true.
So that is what. So as I was saying, me a man say boy you can say the government could take off GCT or something. I say no. I say when you take off the GCT, look at it this way. Yes, you must take off the GCT after this thing. But personally, like me, when I put a position on you, it will help me. But what about it will help me? Because me able to can buy more, it will help me. But you say that, me say, when need to do is take, if you want give them some substance, different from that. Some of the money when I spend and I do things, and say, you know what, and make it reach a smaller set of person. Because my tell you how much job I create, but I try to tell a person them so, and then the person them say they want a road.
Yeah.
And water make me say, well,
and garbage collection, yes. So you know, so he has a lot to do, like in terms of his work and trying to get it done. And it's all about, you know, grounding with the people. You can't want the people and you're not connecting with the people. It's about grounding with the people. And this is a wake-up call for the Labour Party if they want to get a third term.
No, Andrew, no. If any general election, you then surely different because when you look on the poll, then put Andrew, Damian, Lisa, with the Minister of Finance in the Labour Party, and Tufton and Mark Golan and Damian the second and Lisa the third to Andrew, and the closest person there to him and Damian and him are leading by 14 points.
What poll is that? Whose poll?
The poll where Dan Anderson.
Okay.
Poll, yeah. With the leadership. And the closest person to Andrew, Damian, and him are leading by 14 points. You know, unpopular. That's why you see so much people. You don't see when he come out and start on even Darrell Vaz come out and say why him because he went afraid before. But when Andrew come out and company road, in see when he start get stronger. So he say that is good. So when if you don't know the people, them the MP, them have to go and meet with the people because at least more foot when what she want him say. She come and the people and say, Miss, we not see you often enough. You know. Yeah. We're not seeing you often enough. You know. So they need to go and visit in community and visit the people then because when you win, you know, have you ever read Carl Stone book where Carl Stone did right? You ever hear about Carl Stone?
I think so, yes.
Carl Stone was one of the best man when he come on to poll.
Yeah.
When Mr. Manley come out 1979 and say 100,000 strong, cannot lose. Carl Stone say 100,000 wrong. There's no way at all you win. And he lose the election when Mr. 86 in terms of Siaga say you lose the parish council. When the country come after Gilbert and when Siaga work after back and get it, Carl Stone said the politician like you who work so hard, you're going to reap less. The man who don't do nothing, him is the one going to reap. And tell him say, there is no third term for you. You won't win. And people say this. He say no. He say Mr. Siaga, you're a hard worker, but there's no third term. And he lose the election. And if you go and find Carl Stone book where him write, and you will read it and you will see some real interesting thing when tell you about politics when the politician when you work hard.
Yeah,
so
sure.
Because when I look and see the other day I went to Jamaica and see St. Thomas was a parish where was forgotten. Well, when we say forgotten, you know, St. Thomas was parish like nothing at all was forgotten. And when I see the development of going up there, if you go by Goodyear or Morant Bay, it's unbelievable. The shopping center, this type of shopping center where my below there. And where that though, when me see me going on the mountain, I tell the people them that's will better for when they can create jobs on the McDonald Road, so they can drive from up in a Cedar Valley to down in Morant Bay, when they can get job, they might create job in a different place. But that now connect people matter. I think but when they go to supermarket and then type of thing there, so that way the people want to know about it. We Jamaican look on it wrong because he said we're not foreign things go up and we just have to buy it and all up and things are weird. You understand?
Yeah, I get you. Let me just go to the chat and give a big shout out Omar West. Welcome. J Mac, I see you there. Your comment there. Oh, I think I read that one already. Altia, welcome. It's been a while. It's been a minute. Welcome, Altia. And all right, so I see Altia there sharing off in the chat as well as J Mac. Virgil, welcome. So St. Elizabeth is here. And let me see here. Altia is going on there talking about West Kingston. And J Mac, that's why they take the people for granted. They don't have to work. All right. See Altia, see you there. And Reless Calves. See you there. So just, you know, scrolling through IR 963. Great point there. All right. And Dexton, welcome. And Dexton is saying amen to that. We don't know them until it's time to vote. Definitely an Altia there, true thing. Altia is saying I don't vote because I don't know any of the councillors. Same way Soji.
Yeah, because as I said, the people they don't know the councillor. And when election time come, you walk and come around and say to the person them and said this and that. As I said, then when you win, you have big party and cook. And then after that finish, you tell the person them say bye, see you 4 years time when next election. Whereas if you not live in your community where you can go see him and knocking door. You know. So these is things with the councillor. But I hear the Prime Minister say I think the councillor supposed to be like an era leader where the councillor supposed to connect with the people then.
Yeah, in the community. Right. Yeah, it should be a close connection.
If you have 4 good councillors and you go and see your people them in your era, like 4 times for the month, 1 time a week. Remember, say you don't need to do no work. Yeah. And when anytime you run somewhere, if you live at Kingston, you rent a house in that community. That's when you come down there, that's where you stay. If you don't want to buy a property down there, you rent somewhere down there and you come and you stay and walk around the area with the people. And like come down on a Sunday, you can come and you go to the road football match playing, you go to the football match, the people they must see you. That's the difference. That's why people they did love Mike Henry. So Mike Henry would come and Hazard when the football team in Clarendon the name Hazard.
Hazard or Umberland the later one. So I guess
one of them, but anyway,
probably Hazard.
One of them, and I think it's Hazard. Mike Henry used to be there and come at the game and you see him at the game and I rap with the people them. You see Eddie Siaga Tivoli match when Tivoli are playing. These is things where MP they're supposed to do. Anjo Olympic a play, in go down Olympic, go watch it football match, Olympic play. Omar Davis them will go down go watch. Used to go down go watch Arnett. Yeah. These is type of thing. This is type of thing where MP do you go and make people them see you. Sometimes people they don't want, sometimes people they willing, although you are the MP, they will want buy you a drink instead of you buy them a drink, you know. So these is things where the MP them, so the MP them have got looking at themselves I now road herself where I was have highly respect for say why she powerful and she beat Peter Bunting and she come down here. I don't think she any other concert they win.
No, I don't think so. If my memory is serving me well here, I don't think so.
I don't. Me,
But I
with,
think she's visibly, because I tend to see, like she seems to be visible, but I don't know what is going on, but
I think she was unbeatable. When I see Bunting running with her.
Ghana South Send, but maybe it's the case now, because you see the thing is too, as I said, local government is a little tricky, but it can give you a sense of where you should go and put in some more work, right?
Yeah. Okay. That's why I said this is a good thing for Andrew to call the parish council and see now in see or in position, so he must look at himself and say, me have 18 months for the election call. When I call in at the 18 months or do some work and run your risk and call it in a year. Make MP then go, because when you go down and you put in some hard work, and you build up a MP and know say you can win. You sure know say you see looking at yourself and see 30, judge yourself and say, all right, I see 35 seats from you can win. Then you can run the risk, and call the election, That's how you have to look and judge and judge it.
Yeah, I get you some good points you shared there, Soji. Really some good points.
Yes, and the thing, because the only seat that's the Labour Party then win in Westmoreland is the two guys that switch over. That means that those guys was working. For them switch from PMP and go from PMP go to Labour and win. They was working. But the price seat where they never want to win is Venetia. But I think Andrew gonna give that girl some position, because she's very smart. I would give, if it is for me, Andrew, I would give her a position, give her a job because she's very smart. When you have smart person around her, you keep them around. Okay. You understand?
I get what you're saying. Okay.
So I think like how some of these men maybe they can give them if when I'm senator now work, you can say, what? So this person I work, so because as a senator because one of the senator run as council and win in St. James, don't it?
Not too sure. Who is that?
I don't know, because I could hear them say so like a senator run down there and win.
Oh, not too sure about that.
Okay. So the election if you look where I was asking to look for is one, I think is the last election that Siaga did win as a local government election, and this after that come back and last. So what Andrew can do is take a leap out of Mr. Pat's book when they do and come back and win the general election after lose so bad in the parish council.
Well, we don't know if we lose it. We still wait.
What I'm saying last, if they can't, I still put up something where they lose, and the three seat that leave, the three parish that leave, JLP wins St. James.
Perhaps St. James.
St. James. And when you win St. James, you win the election because only six parish only six parish PMP can win, and you win 7. If you win 7, you win. So if you win St. James, so you automatically win. So that's final. That's final. So if it's 7-6, him win.
Yeah. If that's how it go, but we wait on the EOJ here, cause strange things are happening. So we'll just wait.
Only way he can last, since that DC declared already, only way he can last unless he lasts St. James. That's the only way he can last.
I get what you're saying, and it's not likely. It's not likely with that, but we'll see how it goes. Yeah.
And I don't know if you can send me the seat them that they, in Senton. If you can send me the individual seat in Senton on WhatsApp, please.
All right, I'll try to work on that. I won't if I work, but we try to work on that and let you get it.
Okay, thank you very much. Whereas when you wait, bless up yourself and bless up everybody on the chat and like up the show, guys.
Bless up
We have
yourself,
85 of us
Georgie.
watching it. Like up the show. Okay. All right. Have a good night.
Thank you, Soji, and have a good night too.
Good night.
5 o'clock.
Okay. All right, guys, there you have it. Soji. And Soji's letting us know that it's the morning for him, 5 o'clock there in the UK. So big up yourself, Soji. Always supporting, and sharing knowledgeably, sports, to track and field. He's an all-rounder. And, we want to get track and field started too, guys. So I know about it indoor is coming up. It's not so exciting to me, but if the people want it, we try to help, in that context. Guys, I need 10 more subscribers. 10. We can do it, we can do it. And I don't know what's going on with the likes. Rurian, are you still here with me? Welcome, welcome. If you're just tuning in, we just heard from Soji from the UK there, just sharing some good pointers with us. So big up again, Soji. Rurian, are you still here?
Yes, I'm here. Are you hearing me?
Rurian?
Are you hearing me?
Rurian, not hearing you just yet. So we'll just wait to hear from Rurian. All right, guys. So welcome, welcome. And again, we are pretty much on these two gentlemen here on the screen, and seeing a lot of comments there in the chat. And Seymour, welcome. And Seymour, we have some results that we shared earlier, and I'm going to go back to them shortly. So we just want to wrap up this part of our conversation, about these two gentlemen. And, basically, especially in the context, sorry, of Mr. Warmington, if the people them say they need Warmy, then it means that the power is in the people's, hands. Rurian? Okay, Alte is saying that, oh, you're hearing Rurian? I am not. So I'm wondering if my system is working. Alte, are you hearing me? Guys in the chat, are you hearing me? I'm just checking. Not too sure what's going on here. Just let me know if you're hearing me. Rurian, I'm just coming again to see. I'm just checking to see. Okay,
Yeah,
Alte,
I'm
you're
here.
hearing
I'm
me.
here.
Thank
I'm
you.
talking. Are you hearing me now?
Rurian, not hearing you yet if you're here, but perhaps the persons in the chat are hearing you. I am not hearing you. Oh, let me see. Okay. Okay. My bad. I know what was happening.
Are
It's
you
on
hearing
my
me now?
part. I'm hearing you. I'm hearing it was my bad.
Awesome.
Because I took the call. I had to do something else. But you're good to go. Good to go. Thank you so much, Doreen. And I'll say hearing both of you. Awesome. Over to you, Rurian.
Yes, always interested in hearing from Soji, as you rightly said, a man that is full of knowledge and he's so rounded as well, touching on politics, sports, history, and in general, Soji has that totally, totally locked. But yeah, as it relates to these two gentlemen, the words, their utterances has determined their fate, and I think I think it's as I said before, I think it's reasonable the sort of sanctions that have been you know given to them. Like if you wanted to see compare both and see which one would be worse, if you had to choose for sure, then you'd have to give Meadows that one. But from two leaders persons who
Why
have.
Rurian wrong is wrong. And
Yeah,
that's it.
but I'm just saying, from two leaders, it's just unbecoming of both of them. But
Exactly.
this is the thing that I want to touch on too, because when I heard you discussing and Soji mentioning his part of it too, when you listen to Meadows on the stage or political leaders on the stage, and I'm wondering if the people are listening to what they're saying or they are just vibing. Because when these utterances were made, you can hear the people,
Yes, supporting
encouraging
and
them to.
cheering and yes.
So, I'm wondering if they're listening and processing what they're saying. So it's sad, and in Jamaica it's sad that they take goose up, and but the truth is, and we have to be clear on this too. You make the statements. No one can force you to talk or force you not to talk. No one can tell you what to say or what not to say. So they made a choice, and they made, these utterances, and they just have to suffer the consequences that comes their way. And I'm sure they know exactly how this goes, because it's not the first time for both.
Well, I I guess so. Perhaps, maybe not. I don't know. But for Warmington, for sure, not the first time is coming to the public in something similar. All right. So welcome, welcome. If you're just tuning in, welcome to our live conversation here. And perhaps we'll be on this election topic for a little bit, just waiting for the EOJ to give us some final results. I know I'm just going to check the chat for some final comments regarding these two gentlemen, or if you would like to call in, the number there is on screen. Then we'll go back to the results because some persons, were asking. So we want to just show you what we have so far after, some final counts. So I'm just checking here to see if I'm getting any, comments here. And I see you there, Virgil. And I guess Virgil is saying I guess the councillors, or I'm not sure, in Southeast St. Elizabeth, check on their people. So is this the power people, PNP? All right. So everyone in their area knows them very well. And J Mac is saying here that Warmington was speaking. Okay, I see your comment there. All right. And Altia is saying both of them depend on suspension, just like school children. I like the use of the word suspension because that's what I was saying. Like perhaps, like a 9-day wonder, and then we see them just circle around and just, right back into business. But at least, Warmington might be, in that kind of context in the near future. Not too sure about Meadows because given, Meadows' situation, I don't know. Perhaps the PNP can do without Meadows, but I don't know. All right, so I guess if there are some more comments, they will come. So let me just go to the slide that a lot of us would like to see here. So just to bring this back up for you. All right, guys, remember to hit the like button and the subscription button. All right, so hit the
Um,
subscription button. Go
just
ahead,
to join you
Rurian.
on that, Natasha Lee, I'm at 49 likes. One more like to make it up to 50. So if you know you haven't liked this live yet, please, I'm asking. We still have 76 persons here with us, and we haven't gotten to 50 likes today. Please, I'm asking you, if you haven't, just close the chat for a minute. Click on that thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, make sure you click that subscription button and also turn on the post notification and select All right, Natasha, back to you.
Wonderful. Thank you. So, for persons who are asking about results, this is what we have, in the context of, the final count. All right. So, this is the information that you're seeing on screen and the code. So once the parish is in a particular color, so if it's in green, it's for the Jamaica Labour Party. And if you're seeing that orange color, it's for the People's National Party. All right, so welcome if you're just tuning in. We're just going to just share, as you can see, and just talk a little bit here about the results that we're seeing. So for St. Anne, let me just move this pointer here. That's not what I meant to do. Let's try this and see if we can get that going. All right. So for St. Anne, the JLP, they got 11 divisions and the PNP 5. And so by virtue of that, the St. Anne municipality is for the Jamaica Labour Party. St. Mary, and at some point, St. Mary was for the JLP, but based on what we have now, St. Mary is for the PNP, all right, by virtue of 6 divisions going to the Jamaica Labour Party and 7 going to the People's National Party. All right, Portland, Greenland, 7 going to the Jamaica Labour Party, 7 divisions, compared to 2 divisions going to the People's National Party. All right. And in St. Thomas, we have 6 divisions going to the Jamaica Labour Party and 4 divisions going to the People's National Party. So by virtue of these divisions, Portland and St. Thomas, therefore the municipalities are for the Jamaica Labour Party. And here we have St. Catherine with 19 divisions going to the Jamaica Labour Party and 22 for the People's National Party. So by virtue of this count, St. Catherine is for the People's National Party. All right, over in Clarendon, at one point we had a tie, and by virtue of a win for the Jamaica Labour Party, I believe in Annan Town Division, JLP has, JLP gets 12 divisions here from Clarendon compared to the PNP's 10. So by virtue of this number, Clarendon, all right, municipality will be for the Jamaica Labour Party. And then we have Manchester, which has always been based on what we, heard initially for the People's National Party. So here, 3 divisions here go into the Jamaica Labour Party compared to 12 divisions go into the People's National Party. All right, in St. Elizabeth, and this is for the Jamaica Labour Party. So Manchester is for the People's National Party. And we have 9 divisions here for the Jamaica Labour Party and 6 divisions for the People's National Party. Again, here, based on this number, St. Elizabeth is for the Jamaica Labour Party. And over in Hanover, we have all 7 divisions, all right, going to the People's National Party. Prior to this update, the JLP had 1 division, but now, based on this update, all 7 go into the People's National Party. So clean sweep there. And in Trelawney, 6 divisions going to the Jamaica Labour Party compared to 3 divisions going to the People's National Party. And based on this number, Trelawney will go to the Jamaica Labour Party. All right. So, in the context of St. James, Kingston and St. Andrew and Westmoreland, our update is that there are 5 divisions across these 3 municipalities, or if you want to say 4 parishes, all right, that some the counting there needs to be finalized. So based on what we have previously, we have St. James for the Jamaica Labour Party unofficially. So let me just emphasize that. Kingston and St. Andrew unofficially for the People's National Party. So initially with this one, there was a tie, and then by virtue, I believe, of the Kentire division, then we heard that there wasn't any tie anymore, and that was going to the People's National Party. We'll await, updates from the EOJ regarding Kingston and St. Andrew. So that's the Kingston and St. Andrew Municipal Corporation. Based on what we have also, Westmoreland, was or pretty much unofficially is for the People's National Party, but we'll await further, confirmation from the Electoral Office of Jamaica regarding these final results or final count. All right, so welcome. And J Mac, I see you there, Virgil. And I see you there that, Warmington is on suspension, but Meadows, okay. So this is what we have, in the context of results here. And I guess people want results. So, the number here is increasing again. So this is what we have for results, but we want to hear from you. We want to hear from you in the chat. We want to hear from you, so you can call us. The WhatsApp number is pinned in the chat. So give us a call. It's not just our voices. It's not just, like Rurian and myself, but it's, all of our voices. We'd love to hear from you. If you're going to call us, keep it respectful. We're not bashing anyone. We're not belittling anyone, and we're not defaming anyone. We just want to maintain our safe space here so that we can continue to have this opportunity to have good conversations. All right. And we don't want to get in any trouble with anyone. So we're just going to keep it real, respectful, and we can still disagree with things and do it respectfully. That is totally okay. Rurian, I'm coming over to you. Yes, I'm coming over tonight. All right, Rurian, I'm over to you.
I need you, baby. Okay, all right. You can't sing like you. But as you said, coming over, I have to thank you guys. We have gone over that 50 mark as it relates to not subscribers, but as it relates to likes tonight. So we are over the 50 mark. We're actually at 52. So thank you for those persons who have liked the video, this live tonight. We really appreciate it. And thank you for the continuous support. You know, Thank you, Natasha Lee, too, for the nice table that you have done up here for us. You asked this question a little bit earlier, but I didn't give you the answer. You asked me to add up all the divisions that were won by the
Right.
Jamaica Labour Party. They won 73 divisions out of the island there, compared to 78 won by the People's National Party, if my math is correct. So the
Based on what
PNP,
is on screen right now.
yes, based on what is on screen. Yeah, because there are a few more left, right? My bad. So based on what you have there, PNP has won more divisions than the JLP so far. So that's a
Right.
little bit more of information for you as we continue to cover this this election. We still aren't at the point where we can call it As you can see there with Natasha's table, we have St. James, Westmoreland, Kingston, and St. Andrew. Those are the ones who are left to. The counting is not quite finished with those ones, and I'm sure that by sometime in the future we will get those results in.
That's so like forever.
He's laughing at me. Natasha is laughing at me, but it's slow and steady coming, I guess. And I heard persons saying that the the electoral office needs to come out and make a statement. But I was thinking about it, and I'm saying that it's unfair for them to come out and make a statement now because they must be working, working, working to get you know this counting done. So I'm sure that at the end of this process, they will come out and make a statement as it relates to the process of counting the votes, and what are the issues with their machinery or with their system that prevented them from providing these numbers a bit faster. So that is something that we look forward to hear from the leader of that section there. So that would be good to know too. And so they can probably they will be, I'm sure many persons, journalists, for example, will want to field certain questions to them and to see how they would answer. As you all know, it's just about 30% of the population voted in the local government election, and that number usually increases when there is a general election. And I'm thinking that with more voters turning out than this system is the same, then we are going to expect similar results or probably worse results than what we're having here with regards to the the final counts coming to the fore, and also the results as it relates to who will win, answering that important question that everyone has on the tip of their tongue. But will the leader of the electoral office, I'm not remembering his name right now, will he remain in that office? That's always a question. Do you think he should remain in that position based on the performance of the electoral office? Those are good questions that you could ponder on, and tell me what you think about those. Natasha Lee, I'm going to pass back over to you so that you can, share anything else that might be of importance as it relates to the topic that we are talking about here, the local government election.
Thanks, Rory, and some good question as for Glasspool Brown. I'm not sure in the director of elections there. I'm not sure, but obviously is at some point we are going to perhaps hear from him, and we'll just await that. I see J Mac is saying one love to you all. Got to go, gotta go to sleep, and we're really coming on that time too. So we're going to wrap up here very shortly as well. And Alta is saying they're working overtime to count accurately. Let's wait on the accuracy of the report. All right, and or we come up. And that is true in that context, and given the announcement that was made by Cliff Hughes, I believe that they're trying to dot all the I's and cross all the T's, but still, the nation is just in a state of wanting to know. All right, guys, I had asked for 10 subscribers and I got 2. So 8 more persons if you just hit the subscription button. So just check to ensure that you have subscribed to the Voices in Education. Not if you have any credit in a check to ensure. Please check to ensure. All right, that you have subscribed to the Voices in Education. Welcome, welcome. If this is your first time here, welcome to the Voices in Education. So we're pretty much just taking some final comments in the chat. And Ruren is good in terms of giving us a good roundup of our conversation. So so now I need 7 more subscribers. So let's do it, guys. We can do it. Let's hit it. And keep sharing, tell a friend to tell another friend about the voices in education. I didn't see anybody from St. Let me do a roll call based on the parishes here. St. Anne, are you here, St. Anne? Roll call, roll call. Let me know who is there. St. Anne, represent for me in the chat. St. Mary, are you here? Portland, how about St. Thomas? St. Catherine, Clarendon, Manchester, St. Elizabeth, Anova, Trelawney, St. James, Kingston, St. Andrew, Westmoreland. Let me see who is here, Ruran. Let me see who is here. Let me see who is here in the chat. And if you want to put the community beside your parish in the chat too, that would be awesome. In the meantime, Ruran, I'm coming over for our roundup for this evening. So over to you with that, roundup.
All right, Natasha Lee. If I were capable, I would say, what sent me here, Remiko. But let's see what's happening in the chat.
Lani mi
Let's see.
bana, bro.
It's a mere pen and a clear pen. Clarendon, big up. We love our
Represent your parish in the chat, all right?
parish.
All right,
Yes,
Ruben.
yes, yes.
I'm just trying to
All right,
go to
so
the. Go
go
ahead.
again. Yep.
No, you're all
So
good.
just
I'm just trying to get to the slide here, the original slide, but just trying
okay, no
to
worries.
remember how to get off this thing, but I'll figure it out.
Okay. So guys, we had a good discussion tonight. We had a few callers calling in as well. Lovely communication as it relates to the chat. Many persons came on and shared their opinions, their views in the chat. That was good. And also, we had a few more persons joining us and joining the community and liking what we're doing in the community. We spoke about the results. So the good thing about today is that we had some results coming in, not all of it, but we're giving thanks for small mercies. So after after the election on Monday, now we can categorically state that we don't the JLP is currently holding on to six of the parish councils, and the PNP they're holding on to four. There are three that is undecided. I think Westmoreland, St. James, and the Kingston and St. Andrew parish councils are the ones that are not finished counted yet. So we're awaiting those information from that. And we also spoke about another thing. So in this election, and this election has, been one that has put a lot of persons' character on the line, because persons, has not, some persons have not been able to, represent the information that is out there properly and, have not represented themselves really well. And that's what has happened as it relates to Mr. Warmington and Mr. Meadows. So, because of their utterances, in the political campaign, not sure when these occurred, but once they're out there, people will, use them um, to their advantage or to the disadvantage of these men. So, Mr. Warmington, he issued an apology, and he's now resigned from the post that he held in the cabinet, and so he's out of the house of the prime minister. I think I'm not sure exactly how that's expressed. And
The office of
Mr.
the
Meadows,
Prime Minister, yeah?
office of the prime minister, yes, thanks.
As Minister of
And
Work.
okay, as Minister of Works, yeah, for sure. Thanks, Natasha Lee there. And Mr. Meadows, he was removed from his portfolio as well. He
Well,
was
it's caretaker
account
position. So,
his caretaker position, yes, in that division there because of his utterances
well,
as
in
well.
the
So
well, I think it's a constituency, not a division. So it was going to be like running for MP. Yeah.
okay, so he's running for MP. Well, in his own words, he got chopped. So the Meadows got chopped
No, so that
from
again, we really like.
so Mr. Meadows got chopped from that little position there. So that's what happened. We looked on the results and we also revisited the results just now just to confirm that the JLP they have they're in charge. They have won six rather of the parish councils, and the PNP they have won four. So we're awaiting the decision on the next three, and we're hoping that that will come forward sometime in the near future. So, we're anticipating that that might be tomorrow. I guess if it's not tomorrow, then it's going to be sometime next week. But we totally appreciate having you guys here with us. The discussions were healthy, strong, safe, and we learned a lot from you as well. So I'm going to pass back over to Natasha Lee now.
All right, awesome, awesome, Rory, and thanks for sharing. And I see, St. James, Sandra is still here and say St. James all the way. And also saying tomorrow Andrew will win. And Altia is asking about track and field, when we will return. When are we going to return, Rurian? We're trying to see if we can do that this week. Things are a bit challenging on our side. And to be really honest, Altia, I am not a fan of the 60 meters and so but I'm going to try it, not because I'm not a fan, because even if I'm not a fan, I know that, persons here are waiting for us in that sense. So we're going to see how best we can balance things and to get, things going. And that is why, guys, we want you to support us. It takes a lot of work to get the system going and just to do a live and balancing the different equipment like navigating. So sometimes things might not be flowing, but we try to do our best because as you see, we're growing, we're a small platform. And so together, as we continue to grow together, we'll definitely become stronger together and will be a force to be reckoned with. So as Rurian mentioned, thank you so much for, keeping this a safe space. You did so well this evening in maintaining our safe space and, sharing in the conversations here regarding our topics this evening. And Doreen is still present. Janet, welcome from St. Anne. And Doreen, Clarendon, and Alta St. Champs around the corner. Pre-champ stop. Definitely, Altia. We're gearing up for all that because when athletics get into its full swing, right? And so we have, again, if you're new here, we do different programs. So there is something for everyone. It's Voices in Education. We learn about different things, and of course, your voice is important in this context, in this space. All right. So again, thank you so much. And, you know, I always try to leave with a little message about, something. And one thing that just came to mind was, today for me, tomorrow for you, right? And so, it might be just like how we see the results going. At one point, we hear that, PNP wins. So today for them, tomorrow we hear the JLP win, but not to use that, but just to be patient with yourself and give yourself, space and grace to understand that sometimes, things may not always go in our favor. But despite that, trust God. Sometimes you may not see how things are working out for you, but despite that, trust God. Sometimes, you don't know what tomorrow is going to bring. Trust God. And so, in everything that you do, put God first and trust God. You might not see Him doing what you want Him to do, but trust God. And, that is definitely important because, God is working out everything for our good. So just trust God in everything. All right. So blessings and love, everyone. Again, thank you so much for the support. And as you can see, we're continuing, to grow, and we'll see, what the future holds for us here as a platform as we continue to grow and expand, our programs and in that way. So Sandra, all of St. James, supposed to be here. Doreen, all of Clarendon, Janet, Saint Anne, Altia, Manchester, everyone in the chat. Trust me, support us, and we also try our best to support students. So and we want to get back into that. So just support us. The easiest ways to do that is just liking, hitting the subscription button, and sharing. Tell a friend to tell another friend about the Voices in Education. All right. And let us just continue to keep it real, keep it safe, where you can continue to feel, a sense of belonging in this space where, you know that you are valued here. So you can just, keep coming back because you know that this is a good place, and we want to keep it that way. So thank you so much. And I'll just say we're in tomorrow. And Sandra there, amen. Amen, sister. Virgil is saying South St. Elizabeth Junction area. All right, awesome. Hello to all the people tuned in from Junction in St. Elizabeth. All right, South St. Elizabeth. Hello to you. So, Virgil, how many subscribers you're carrying tomorrow? So, when you send them on, just let us know. All right. All right. Thanks, everyone. Blessings and love. And remember to turn on your post notification so you don't tap that bell, select all. So, once we're live, you will get that notification because sometimes, guys, to be honest, balancing, trying to balance a lot of things, we can't give you like a specific time to say, just keep the post notification on and just trust that once we get new updates and as soon as we're able to, we'll be on live sharing with you. All right, and I'll say saying let's talk school and college in between to have a very interactive chat. Okay, Altia, definitely some good topics there, but spicing it, Ruben, spicing it. All right, guys, thank you so much. So I'll just play some music and then I'll sign off here. Blessings and love, everyone. Take care and remember to exercise self-care. See you in the next live. And by the way, thank you so much, Rurian, for all your support this evening. All right. Bye for now. See you in the next video or in the next live, guys. We have some videos here, some recent videos regarding the elections. They're not very long. Please go like, share, listen, do the do. All right. Thanks again, everyone. Take care. Blessings and love.